He really did care about what's going on in the world. It was really important world events. It was really important.
So here we are back at Speaker's Corner with Finn Hagen and a guest speaker. Pardon? Martin as well. And we're doing another bunkers report, deep from behind enemy lines. And today's subject, we're going to touch on a few subjects. We may go and discuss some things about Vladimir Putin and maybe touch on Brexit and even part of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton's election. The outcome. What are the scenarios from the outcomes if one or the other gets it, and who is really best, say, for the American black people? Any of them? And who is?
What's the American black people got to do with it?
Because you're white and.
You're either American or you're not American. You can't be white American or black American. You can't be white Christian.
I already started a question already. Yeah.
Blown the interview.
No, I haven't blown it because it provokes your thought, which is great. What is a black American? Is there such a thing? Well, we know this is a status when we're dealing with crayons and dealing with colours and stuff like that. We know that, but I have to put out there as a dumb question in order to provoke the debate.
It is true that half of the country is shitting itself in case Hillary gets in, who's very sympathetic towards the black people.
But
wherever they are.
But are not, like, for instance, half the world shitting himself if Hillary gets in.
The world is shitting itself in case one of these two creatures.
But if Donald Trump gets in, only America would be shitting themselves.
Okay, let's step back a little bit.
All right, let's go back.
Who runs America? The Bank of England, or Hillary, or Trump, or Obama, or Bush? Corporate entities run America. Corporate entities run Britain. Corporate entities run Europe. That's where you get the word corporation from. It's a corpse. It's basically a dead body of people.
They are the power-handy people. They're the ones, the bankers, the ones who control the money, they dictate the shots. They have the power.
There is no black people, there is no white people, there is only the corporations.
Yeah.
So who's creating this divide? Because there's a strong divide. I mean, in the terminology and language. I mean, you got the Black Lives Matter and all this and that.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, and then you got the.
All lives matter.
Yeah.
What about clown lives?
And you got all lives.
You see the clown ones?
Well, that's. I think that's a PR stunt for the new It film. It's just stupid. Yeah. Actually. It could be a PR stunt for Theresa May. It looks like Theresa May, some of these clowns.
She speaks very highly of you too.
Yeah, but there's a deep division occurring. I mean, there's been so much prominent, high-profile arrests on black men being shot and killed or whatever.
There's more white men being shot in America than there is black men. That's a defence anyway. I mean, at the end of the day...
publicised, though.
Yes,
it's through the media, the media lens.
Yeah. Who runs the media?
Who runs the media, Finn?
Same people that run the government, same people that run the Bank of England, same people that are running the schools.
And the corporations.
That's why they took the 10 Commandments out of the schools because they broke every one of them.
But what are they trying to create from this division?
Divide and rule, the compass and the square. The compass and the square, divide and rule. It's the tessellated work good out of evil, black and white squares.
But what's it to achieve, though?
Total control.
Yeah, Hegelism.
Hegelian dialectics.
Hegelian dialectics is basically to divide in order to control.
But what's the reason for control?
Because they can't possibly have agents like us telling the government what to do. We were once a people that had a government. Now we're a government that has a people. And the word people comes from the word populi, which means government. You forget that you are the government. Accept any benefit, reward, or privilege of any form of government, either civil or ecclesiastical, and you will lose God's covenants. That's like I said, where the word parent comes from. It comes from the word pay rent. Once the government pays the rent, you become the legal guardian. The husband becomes the sperm donor.
But at the moment, it seems like the Muslim issue is subsided. They've kind of drawn attention away from this these threats, these deep threats of attack, isn't it? Nicholas Maximus is in the area. It's so funny. I put it up.
Nick's another word for the devil, by the way. You know that, don't you? Come and sit in here.
Well, that's a good time, man. That's all you naughty Catholic boys.
The greatest trick. Are we still recording?
We're still recording. We've just
The
been.
greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was to convince the world that he wasn't Nicholas. Nick here's been standing in the gap for a very long time, trying to wake the people up. But I'm afraid we're getting very close to the time where there won't be a gap left. Because the only lesson we've had in this time has been the internet. And if it wasn't for the internet, we'd still think it was us doing whatever it is that we were meant to have been doing. You know?
Ralph, I'll catch you later.
It's not Ralph Lauren, is it?
No, it's a different kind of Ralph. But
It's a ruffian.
but what I must say is this, you know, there's a real outcome coming. You know, we got two real outcomes. We got the consequences of Brexit, and we got the consequences of the political outcome in America. We need to know what's gonna really happen. Let's go.
America is collapsing. It's a controlled collapse, right? It has to collapse. Now, the reason why it's collapsing is because basically the Saudis are getting really pissed off at being blamed
And the
on
oil's
9/11.
losing its value.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Saudis are really getting pissed off about being accused of 9/11.
9/11, yeah.
So they're going to pull all their money out of America this month and give it to Britain. Britain Brexited because it knows it's going to get a lot of money. It's going to get a lot of money.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
The deal-
Switzerland.
Yeah, part of the deal is that Tony Blair and George Bush get arrested. Tony
Excellent.
Blair is going to be arrested this month, and I can promise you, this is breaking news, right?
This is breaking news.
You were wrong about your prediction on the Olympics in
No, it wasn't.
2012.
It's because we were predicting that they were going to try and blow up people at the Olympics that stopped those. It stopped it. Now, listen to this. It's very, very important that you understand this. The police have admitted to me that Tony Blair is going to be arrested. On the 5th of November, there's going to be 1 million people walking towards Parliament, all with V masks, V for Vendetta. And before that happens, Tony Blair is going to get arrested because he is guilty of war crimes and mass murder.
Mass.
Man, that guy's. Have you seen how old he
Just
looks?
trashing him in a speaker.
Have you seen how old he looks?
He does look much older,
So
doesn't
does
he?
Obama. Obama
Yeah.
looks the same.
Well, he's a
Do you know when
murderer,
Obama was getting the Nobel Peace Prize?
Yeah, he bombed Yemen in the
He was
same year,
bombing
killing
four
Muslims in
different-
Yemen.
No,
No, killing little brown
I
people.
know, killing children.
with his drones.
Yeah.
It's not his drone. Now,
No.
there you go again.
Well,
Absolutely, you're accusing Obama, you're accusing Mr. Blair, Mr. Brown, Mr.
They're
Bush.
puppets.
They're Muppets. They're actually Muppets.
Yeah, but they're not
But you
stupid.
don't- No, they are stupid.
They're not.
They're really stupid.
No, they're
They're
Anybody-
popular.
But hold on, this is really interesting about the Brexit deal with Saudis, because I was aware of the Saudis being pissed off about 9/11, and they said they
all the money out of America,
and they said
the American dollar's going to collapse.
they said it was going to crush the oil by bringing down the price of oil, cheapening the price of oil. Therefore, it would crush the Americans' oil value, which they
Shale
stolen
gas as well. They won't need Saudi oil.
How come
They discovered
everybody?
loads of shale gas. A lot of it
in Canada.
but a
Yeah.
lot of it in the northern states, in Utah and Wyoming. There's
How
loads
come
of
everybody
shale
in America
gas.
wants Putin for president?
Yes, they
Putin's
do.
starting to make more. But
Because he's
listen,
savvy with the media.
Well, he's actually he's gone against their grain.
not about Ontario.
And I, you know, I really admire Putin for what he's doing. He stopped the Syria
Yeah.
escalating from a long time.
He hit the jihadis hard.
Hard.
The biggest blue chip portfolio on the planet Earth for pharmaceuticals and arms industry. I'll give you a clue.
That so?
I'll give you a clue. No, that's who the shares are in. It's the Queen of England and the Pope of Rome. They're both backed into the. Now, the Church of England has actually told them, right?
Just a bystander.
Please get rid of your shares because it's not conducive to Christian tradition. That you're.
Who's going to buy them?
Well, exactly. Imagine the Queen and the Pope floating their shares.
Masonry in the church.
That's why they call it stock. We're items of stock. That's where your birth
Going
certificate
back
comes
to
from.
state and rule, state and church and state. Rule again.
Well, there was three groups. There was the mom, the church, and the state. We're the mom.
They all meant to control each other. Yeah.
It's easy.
To off balance or off center, so the church will control the state, the mob will control the church, and
Three
offset.
branches of government. There was judicial, legislative, and what's it called? The judicial.
Civil.
Yeah,
Civil, yeah.
Civil power, right? And if two of them got out of control, or one of them got out of control, the other two would bring it in, right?
Yeah.
But then a fourth branch of government occurred.
Corporations.
Corporate state. Now, once
Tony
the
Benn always used to say that. The
absolutely.
great Tony.
Once
The fourth way.
Tony,
Well, no, he
renounced it.
he renounced his peerage and his aristocratic upbringing.
and he was Jewish.
He wasn't. He used to rail against the Jews when I heard him speak in his last years.
Yeah, I said to him one day, isn't it terrible about all this terrorism that's going on? He says, what, Northern Ireland? I said, no.
Well, he guessed you're from that.
Yeah, no, but I said, no, well, what's going on in Britain? Because we don't realise that we could be the bad guys. And now they've made all these beautiful tourists and the terrorists. It's like it's a play on words, but it's actually starting to make more sense.
Well, but
No
still,
such thing as a refugee in this country. It's prisoner of war camp.
Let- let-
MP London.
let's get back to the
Refuge, the word refuge.
Let's get-
Aliens.
let's get back to the consequence. The consequences of Hillary getting in power.
Terrible.
What would be the consequences?
Well, you're going to lose the First Amendment, and then it's going to be the Second Amendment. And once you've lost the First Amendment, your freedom of speech, that means the internet goes down. That's why they basically handed it over to the UN, so that the UN can administer it, because it's horrendous. The only thing that stopped the world government from taking control, strangely enough, was the American Constitution.
And the
Yes.
fact that loads of people don't know it's even planned.
That's right.
It's
And
ironic.
the fact that there was a thing called the Second Amendment, where 250 million gun holders were going.
Bring it on, man. I know Americans are buying guns like anything.
Absolutely.
The country could go into a civil war.
Yeah.
Anytime.
And if it's racial, that's awful, but we'll be okay here.
Then
but
they've created a racial divide. The
it's
priest
called
they stood-
Christianity.
Are they falling for it though? Do you really think they're falling for it?
I think most Americans. are
Yeah,
so
Don
dumb.
King says that people should vote for Trump.
Because I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. I mean, everybody kind of. Well, the cat's out of the bag with the Black Lives Matters that it's been funded.
George Soros.
Yeah,
It's a
funded
tool
by
to
Soros.
create racial antagonism.
Yeah.
Well, how many refugees have Israel taken in?
None.
I mean, what,
Exactly.
what I
Zero.
couldn't understand was when the Black Lives Matter group, or a group or a faction of them,
Yeah.
actually blocked the motorway to stop people getting to the airport.
I mean, that's stupid, isn't it?
They got funded. They get money.
Do you know the
I
head of it is a
don't-
woman in
I
America,
don't
and she
think-
lives in a whacking big house in New Jersey, paid for by Soros.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
get
think
paid.
that
She's not like the poor blacks in the
protesters,
States.
They wasn't even black.
Yeah, they're all
couldn't
white. They're all white
understand that.
women. They're actually
So I
white
was saying to
women.
myself,
And you know, Jordan Maxwell says that's a military flag. It's nothing to do with the American
Actually,
people.
no. This
It's actually
is
a flag
the
of
East
war.
India Company, right? 'Cause if you look
Yeah,
at all
trading
these
company.
Indian It's got a Union Jack in the corner, and the red stripes symbolise, if you want to know about these things, right? Actually, the Vikings. The Vikings come from the five kings.
The Norse.
From the, that's where the five kings come from. Is actually the transmigration
The word Viking and their
five
king.
kings. Yeah. It comes from the from the line of Jacob, who become Israel. So that's where you get the word Union Jack.
And Jacob
Or
is
the
the
union of
constellation
Jacob.
Virgo, according to
Jacob.
Jordan Maxwell.
Well, it all goes back to the
It's all
theology,
astrotheology.
astrotheology.
That's
yeah.
what the Bible is all about.
Yeah.
It's like the unicorn and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lion. They
It's our
represent
national
constellations.
symbol, yeah.
And the little lion, the little Leo that
We
sits
are
on
the
top,
little lion,
that sits
yeah.
on top of the crown, the corona, the
Yes,
light.
the queen.
The light that shines behind the throne is the crown, the corona, the light.
dominated by everything below it.
Even Kissinger says the world empire is based here, not in America.
Oh, of course.
Everywhere comes from the bank, the London, the city of London.
The power comes from the north.
Yeah, that's right as well.
That's
Yeah.
right. And guess what? I've just discovered everything east of the world is
Yeah,
poor.
you've said this.
Yeah.
and it's
Everything
virtually
west of the
true.
world, and that's including
Except
West
Edinburgh's
London.
richer than Glasgow.
No.
Well, it is.
No. You're good.
Obviously.
Which is where?
Edinburgh is east of Glasgow.
No, but Edinburgh, the borough of Eden.
Eden, I know, Garden of Eden.
That's the centre
The centre.
of the universe. That's basically the West End. So everything west of Edinburgh.
All the Scottish banks are based in Edinburgh.
Yes, but Edinburgh is you go to East Kilbride, it's poor. You go to
Yeah,
East
I can believe
Calcutta,
that.
it's
Yeah.
poor. East Belfast,
End of London.
East End of London, East
So
LA.
East Leicester's poor as
Check
well.
us out,
Leicester.
Eastern Europe, poor.
Yeah.
Western Europe, rich. Now check this out. All the money's in the north.
West
All the
Bank.
all the Catholics are in the south.
Poverty's in the south and the east.
South and the east, north and the west. The
Yeah.
north controls the west. But this is really, I mean, this. I've never believed that I could have worked this one out, right? And it all has a central government, which is, you'll find the central pivot, right? When you look for the money, like the city of London, it's in the east of London.
Yes.
E1,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's not. It's like Edinburgh, the borough of Eden. Now London is the city of cities. The Thames is the Tammuz. The Tammuz is the